Work dignifies even ennobles, but only when it is appreciated and rewarded with something of value commensurate to the energy and time put into it. Hence, on work's biggest holiday, the president called for an immediate review by the regional wage boards to hopefully adjust workers' wages in step with the current cost of living and inflation factored in. Our Alan Francisco hashes over on the president's hailing the nation's workers on the occasion of Labor Code his father inked that just turned gold.
President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. called on wage policy-making bodies to review and adjust the wages of workers in the country. A statement he made earlier today as he led the 122nd Labor Day commemoration at Malacanang.
As President, I call on the regional tripartite wage and productivity boards to initiate a timely review of the minimum wage rates in their respective regions with due consideration to the impact of inflation, amongst others, within 60 days prior to the anniversary of their latest wage order. I call on the National Wages and Productivity Commission to review its rules to ensure that the boards are able to maintain a regular and predictable schedule of wage review, issuance, and effectivity to reduce uncertainty and enhance fairness for all stakeholders.
He also urged Congress to pass laws for the welfare of workers. Last September, the president signed the Trabaho para sa Bayan Act into law.
I call on Congress to pass laws that will support the attainment of our jobs creation agenda, including the Enterprise-Based Education and Training Program Law, the Revised Apprenticeship Program Act, and the Create More Law, or the Law on Corporate Recovery and Tax Incentives for Enterprises to maximize opportunities for reinvigorating the economy.
The president also recognized the contributions of overseas Filipino workers and emphasized the need to continue mobilizing the 2.8 billion peso Action Fund.
I have directed the DMW, the DOLE, and all other government agencies to strengthen program coordination and development for the reintegration of returning OFWs.
He also made mention of the Workers' Rehabilitation Center.
This 50-hectare property of the Employees Compensation Commission in Tanay will serve as a sanctuary and a place of rehabilitation for our workers and soldiers who suffer from work-related injuries.
The president also reiterated the government's commitment to assist workers in the agriculture sector affected by the El Niño phenomenon. President Marcos laid out the government's programs for workers, including those from the Pag-ibig Fund, PhilHealth, and others.
Ngayong taon ay pinalawig natin ang benepisyo sa ilalim ng PhilHealth. Itinaas ng PhilHealth ng 30% ang mga case rates na kanilang mga benefit packages. Itinaas din ito ang Z-benefit package para sa breast cancer mula 100,000 pesos hanggang sa lagpas 1 milyong piso. Pinalalawig din ng PhilHealth ang konsulta package upang madagdagan ng mga diagnostic test.
In conjunction with the Labor Day commemoration, the 50th anniversary of the promulgation of the Labor Code of the Philippines was also celebrated in Malacanang.
Exactly 50 years ago, on these very same grounds, my father, then President Ferdinand Marcos Sr., signed the Labor Code of the Philippines in the presence of representatives of various sectors. The Labor Code, born out of the vision for development, employment, and social justice, has been one of the most enduring pieces of social legislation in the country. In his own words, I quote, I remember them vividly, growth will always be tempered by justice, and development will always be weighed by the dignity of man.
The Philippine Postal Corporation also launched commemorative stamps for the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Labor Code of the Philippines. Alan Francisco, from the National TV Network for a New and Better Philippines.